Normal sounds, but now has new meaning. That's the sound of big money being spent right now. Gas prices today are the big story on this Thursday night. That's because the price for unleaded has hit a whopping $4.99 in a lot of places across the city.
It's high, and it's a massive jump in cities across the country. Gas Buddy says every single state has higher gas prices today compared to a week ago.
Ashton Hackman joins us live tonight, and he's been going around gas stations all day today talking with customers. And Ashton, Gas Buddy says that prices here in Indiana have jumped 84 cents in just a week.
Yeah, takes your breath away, don't it? That is the largest increase anywhere in the country, single week. That is, we've been traveling around Indianapolis, and most places, like here in Speedway, are flirting with $5 a gallon, $4.99 at the Speedway across from the Speedway. That pretty much is the norm that we saw this morning. We started here with gallons at about $4.79 in some spots. Then we moved our way north to the north side of Indianapolis, where we saw places actually below $4. That was before a midday change. There was one spot that we saw at $3.99 at Walmart. We saw plenty of people lined up ready to fill up their tanks. And there was actually a spot on the far west side, $3.89. Plenty of people filling up there. And then it immediately changed to like $4.49. So everywhere is starting to get closer to the Indiana average of $4.40 a gallon for unleaded. One man we talked to today in Speedway, he had an explanation for why he thinks the gas is so much.
It certainly seems to be what's going on with the Iran war and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, and there doesn't really seem to be any plan to deal with it.
So $4.30 a gallon is the national average. Indiana, we are above that, sitting at $4.40. We are at that here in Indianapolis as well. So if you need to head to the pumps to fill up your gas tank, you might want to brace yourselves for higher than what you were paying at this time last week. A lot of people telling us they're either going to conserve their fuel or they're going to fill up in doses. Some people filling up to about $100 to fill up their entire tank. Anne-Marie and Felicia.
Oh my gosh, we were just talking with a coworker who says, well, I'm trying to go $10 at a time to make it to payday. For a lot of people, that's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Stay at home. Got it, Ashton.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And just as Ashton explained, some drivers are finding gas prices close to $5. And that comes after a bit of relief at the pump last week. So the question here, what happened? Why are gas prices even higher now than when the conflict in Iran began? Well, peace talks are not going as planned, and the markets are taking notice. The Strait of Hormuz remains closed. That's the narrow waterway we've been talking about that handles about 20% of the world's oil supply.
Even if the Strait of Hormuz would open tonight, this would take months before this would really cause lower energy prices. And I see rather the opposite.
Now, the economics professor here says in addition to paying more for gas, he expects those costs to drive up food and fertilizer prices.